watched my last video where I harvested my tomatoes because I was worried about the big freeze coming. Big freeze, which as of today still hasn't arrived. Anyway, I didn't want to lose them, so I brought them in. The ones that were semi-ripe were starting to turn a bit on the orangey yellow side. I put in a paper bag of banana, which does cause them to change color quite rapidly. They've been in there, I think 4 days, no more than that anyway. I don't call that a ripe tomato though. It tricks them into changing color, which is, I don't know, depending on where you live in the world, whether or not you get the things that we get around here in the wintertime or not. But we get these orange, like that color tomato, which is crisp and crunchy. And it's because, I don't know if you can see there or not, but on the end of that tomato, you see sort of a light colored white starburst. Well, in this country, if the tomato has developed to that stage and they put it in a chamber and gas it with the same gas that the fruit gives off, I'm not going to try to remember because I'm not certain what it is, but apples or oranges, either one, will give off the same gas. It will trick that thing into turning orange and looking like it's semi-ripe. When you slice into one of these things, they're crisp and crunchy. The tomato is not supposed to be crisp and crunchy. However, once they've changed color like that, I set them out on a windowsill or put them in a basket on the counter in the kitchen or whatever. And they will continue to ripen and won't be as good as a vine ripened tomato, but they will ripen further than that. So that's my story on the tomatoes that look like they're ripe, and unfortunately that's what we see most of the rest of the year in our grocery stores around here.
Well, it's been close to a week since I put the first green tomatoes in the bag with the banana, and some of these have been out of the bag now for several days, sitting on the counter here to ripen, but that's 5.5 pounds of relatively ripe tomatoes. Not as deep a red as they would be if they'd ripened on the vine, but they're very tasty. I've been eating them daily, and I've got a lot more eating to do, I guess. I don't want to have to freeze them. I will if I get so many that I think they're going to spoil, but I'll probably make some fresh tomato sauce with some of these.